Good morning.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Hill Homestead. So this morning, I've got Major loaded up. We're going to take him to the fairgrounds and get weighed in. We could have done that last week at the jackpot show. They did offer that, but if you did that, you cannot compete in the rate of gain that they do come August at the youth fair itself. That would give kids a week-long advantage on other steers to put on a few more pounds. And what the rate of gain is they weigh you today, and whatever you weigh in August, they compare the rate of gain, how much weight your steer has gained between now and fair time. And you can win some money that way at the youth fair. It's a really great thing for kids. You know, it gives them another competitive edge. I really like it, and I'm really glad that Taryn decided to weigh in this weekend rather than last weekend, so she has a chance to compete for that. So we're gonna go get him weighed in, and then we'll see what we can get into for the rest of the day. All right, so we just got back a little bit ago, got Major unloaded. He weighed in at 757 pounds. Which to this point makes him the heaviest steer that Taryn has had at this point, by about 20 pounds, I think, a little over 20 pounds. So we were really hoping with him, he wouldn't be a heavyweight, but it's looking like unless we cut his feed back and kind of do some experimenting with feed, then he will likely be in the heavyweight classes again this year. Which is a really competitive class, which they all are, but the heavyweights particularly is a very competitive class. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think this is a 757 pound steer at this point? I did a little turnaround for you. I mean, he's a good looking steer. He walks well. So he must just carry that weight really, really well. All right, so Des just got back from her pitching lesson, and I was just kind of piddling around here at the house. But something that we have not done yet is put up a Christmas tree, and Christmas is in 16 days. So fortunately, her grandfather owns a Christmas tree farm, And even more fortunate than that, he lives right across the road. So we are actually going to take the tractor over because on one of his access roads, he has a tree blocking it. So I might end up coming back with some logs, and hopefully we can find what's left of the Christmas trees that he does have over there. So we're gonna go see if we can find us something. So while Des was at our softball lesson this morning, I decided to go ahead and clear this pathway. We had a couple trees fall down over the summer that were kind of just hanging over the fence. Can you guys please be quiet? Anyway, so I took the tractor through here, and the main reason I wanted to do that was not only get the stuff off of this fence, but to also make access to these culvert pipes. So that way, when it is time to clear, I can use these culvert pipes to cross over streams and have access to other parts of the property.
Okay, so naturally we chose a tree over here in the back, and we've got to get it all the way up there. Straight uphill.
All right, so this right here is the big oak log that has fallen down. Actually came from right here. It rotted out and fell across the access road. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna kind of experiment. I'm gonna cut it in half and see if the tractor will handle just hauling that piece across the road. See if I can do it in two pieces. If I have to cut more, I have to cut more, that's fine. I'm gonna borrow his, I think it's an Echo. Yeah, his Echo chainsaw. It is battery powered. I've never used a battery powered chainsaw this big, so we're gonna see how it does. now that we finally got it cut, let's see if it's a small enough piece to where the tractor can lift it. This oak log is very heavy, evidently. So since it did lift this one, it looks like it's not going to get the other one on this first trip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this across the road back over to the house and come back and get the second one. All right, so that is the first of hopefully many logs that I can bring in and put over here. If I can get them in log form, I will. But if I bring them off a job site, I almost have to bring them in as chunk wood. I try to eyeball 16 to 18 inches as best I can. I like them in logs like this because it's just a lot neater. And now that I actually have the capabilities of bringing them in as a log, as long as they're around the property, then that's ideal. But that is the first log for next year's wood pile to be seasoned. So that's 2 years from now, roughly, could be before then. That is what we plan to burn. So that is the first of many, hopefully. So now I'm going to run back across the road, grab the other log, grab our Christmas tree, and have my wife take a seat. And we're gonna come back home and get some decorating done up in the house. So like I was saying, these are at the bottom of the driveway. That I'll be able to take out in a couple of logs. There's a log right here. There's a couple down logs. Dead tree here. Dead tree there. So there's plenty of very dead trees just here on the property that I'll be able to take up there as logs, and we'll be able to get them processed and have, you know, better cut firewood as far as stacking. That way there's less of a chance of it falling over and leaning really bad in a wood stack. So that's the plan. So I had to do a little bit more maneuvering around on that log to make sure that I picked it up evenly enough to where it wouldn't flip the tractor. Got a little lopsided on me one time, and I was able to get the log back down before the tractor started to tip, but I could feel it as soon as I picked it up. So I was able to get it down fast enough. Just kicking around what I've messed up as far as the stone goes, and leveling the drive back off. There's another one right there I guess I could take, but I really just wanted to clear his roadway a little bit for him, and then take this wood over to the house for us. So, all right, well, we're gonna go up, get our Christmas tree wrapped, take this log back over to the house, and start setting up. So we had completely planned on coming back and decorating the house right after I got those logs. But going into the barn, we realized how low the cows were on hay. So we had to make an impromptu trip into town and get a couple hay bales, load them up, come back. Ended up unloading those in the dark, and but cows are now fed. So they have hay for the next at least 2 weeks, hopefully. And some happy cows.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me a partridge in a pear tree. On the second day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the third day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fourth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the fifth day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 6th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 7th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 9th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 9 ladies waiting, 8 maids a-milking, 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves and a partridge in a pear tree. On the 10th day of Christmas, my true love gave to me 10 lords a-leaping, 9 ladies waiting, 8 maids a-milking, 7 swans a-swimming, 6 geese a-laying, 5 golden rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens.
All right, so you guys now see some of the decorations that we do. Those are some of our favorites. It's not all of them, but we typically have a routine on where we put things. We have yet to switch it up the last 3 years, but we're perfectly happy with the decorations that we do have, and it's not very often that we have visitors in the house anyhow. So the decorations are mainly for us. But with that being said, I think we're gonna button this video up here. I've got some cows to go feed, pigs to go feed. So I know you guys are seeing this a day later, and that's for 2 reasons. One of them being technical difficulties. The software that I used was really acting up last night. And secondly, I forgot to do an outro and even explain that we were going to get hay. So I think that it would be fairly obvious, seeing that we went and got hay. But I kind of like to do the transitioning thing, letting you guys know what we're doing. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this video. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. And if you're bored, go check out some old videos that we've already done. I think there's probably like, 10 to 15 by now. I haven't really been keeping track, to be honest with you. But yeah, hopefully next week we can get you one on time. and hopefully you've enjoyed this one. So if you do, please come back and bring a friend with you next time and have them like and subscribe as well. So thanks for hanging out with us. See you next time.
Yeah.